The research vessel Maria S. Merian, named after the famous German female scientist, will take 22 researchers into the deep waters of Madeira. The main objective of the project is to better understand the midwater food web from 50 to 3,000 meters depth in the deep sea. Today, we will have a look at the insides of this research vessel, along with the scientists who will give us an idea of the process behind a scientific expedition. So, which organisms are the focus of the Jellyweb cruise? To help us, our youth ambassadors Martim and Joana interviewed some cool scientists.
The gelatinous organisms. This includes the medusae, the ctenophores, the siphonophores, pelagic tunicates. They're very abundant in the ocean, but it's also very hard to study them because they're fragile. They basically fall apart in a net. Since nets are most used instrument in marine science in the last centuries, this group of animals is relatively understudied.
We don't understand how they're interacting with the other animals in there, where they're going, are they seasonal, are they not, how long do they live? All these really, really basic questions we don't know about deep sea animals. So every time we go out, we find something new. Oh, what is that animal? Nobody knows. How long does it live? We don't know. You're kind of always starting from scratch with many things, but these cruises are really good because we have many experts on many things and we all work on things together. It's really super nice.
We use nets, but we also use other technologies by looking into the ocean in their natural environment to document animals while they're alive in their natural environment, because that's more or less the only way that we can study these animals. We have a combination of technologies, so as I mentioned, we have nets, and then we have optical methodologies. So we want to see animals in their natural habitat. So we have towed camera technology, and we have two types. One system that we can tow over the seafloor to document reefs and sponges and animals living on the seafloor. And then also we have this camera technology that we tow in the water column to look at gelatinous organisms. And then finally, we have an underwater robot, a remotely operated vehicle. It's basically a robot that is connected to the ship with a cable. It can go down to 2,000 meters. There it's operated, it can pick up things from the seafloor, it can capture organisms, and now during this mission we will also use it in the water column, in the pelagic zone, and that's the relatively new approach for the Atlantic.
What doors does it open for the future of deep sea research in Madeira?
I hope many. So I think it's very useful to have such a big cruise at one point in time, because then a lot of things can result from it. The sample sets can be used in projects, also in collaborations with here, the data sets, the collaborations that we build, because there's the Madeira researchers on board and others we are discussing with. So if you have a cruise like this, the problem is not really that there's not enough data, it's the opposite. So you have so much that you need to find ways how to make use of all those data.
How can the happening of this cruise impact the community and the people of Madeira?
So I see two sides. One is, of course, there's Madeira scientists on board, and we will have a lot more interactions in the future. So that's, of course, really high-paying, good jobs where we create these links. And I think in the long run, if deep sea becomes a focus in Madeira, there can just be more jobs in that field, and also what it means for education and universities. And on the other side, you have just the knowledge generated, where more knowledge about the deep sea can help to better manage it, to protect it better, to design marine protected areas, so that you really have these direct benefits for conservation of resources and sustainable management. I think in the long run, biodiversity, finding bioactive ingredients that can be used for drug development, those are things where I think there's a potential, but using something where you don't understand half of it is very dangerous, because there's so much potential for overuse, overexploitation. One example is, of course, deep sea mining.
Deep sea mining is one of the hardest to abate, full stop.
Deep sea mining.
However, the potential ecological impact of mining remains
The deep sea floor
uncertain.
is one of the world's most extreme environments, but it's not lifeless.
Even more serious as the days go by.
So I would be very cautious, put the focus on research and understanding now, and then maybe in the future think about it again.
The Jelliweb cruise is one of only 5 deep-sea expeditions to explore Madeira's waters in the last 50 years. It's an important step forward in strengthening our international partnerships and deep-sea research expertise in Madeira. But it's also a chance for Madeira, as an island and a community, to demonstrate its value to global deep-sea research efforts. So join us on this journey of discovering the wonders of the deep sea.